this is Joey from JLD Travels coming back with a new video today, and we're actually checking out someone new on the channel today because I'm quite into these videos recently of Filipinas clapping back. So we've got a little bit of a compilation here from a new channel called Dodo Reactions that I've not reacted to on the channel before, I don't believe. So without further ado, and hopefully you're all doing well, we'll jump right in, see how delusional these women are today, shall we?
Guys, let's get our passports.
She's still not gonna choose you, baby. I'm sorry.
It gives manipulative and desperation. Just saying.
For them to go in search, they feel are going to be more subservient to them and do what they want, basically some sort of indentured servitude.
It's easier for these men to go overseas, get one of these victims. A lot of these passport bros are exploiting a power imbalance economically.
Y'all are taking advantage of these women.
If you feel that you need to go to Antarctica to marry a polar bear,
but they're still doing the, oh, we're just going to leave and go to another country and find women, or you're going to die alone and good luck dying alone with your cats.
get a polar bear.
Yeah, it is much easier for these passport bros to go to other countries and exploit younger, more impressionable, less educated or uneducated girls living in poverty.
You know why? Because we don't care.
Look, we don't care. We do not care.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
You pay attention to the passport bros, like they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia, the Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education.
Excuse me?
But you're missing women are raised to be wives. They learn everything from birth, from their father, from their mother, how to be a wife and how to support your man.
Women that need them.
It's not even women that need them. It's women that treat them with respect.
So we don't.
Y'all know y'all don't.
When the Passport Bros video started trending online, especially on TikTok, some American women could not take it. They went berserk.
Wives in other countries.
Men are traveling overseas to find wives in other countries. Why? I'm right here. I'm single. Why? I want to be married.
Right, but I'm saying, do you typically see women traveling overseas?
If men are traveling overseas to countries that have less money and less education, it's because they want a woman who is dependent on them for their livelihood, for their resources, to have a good life. And I don't think that that is a good thing.
A lot of the men I know that go overseas to find wives are not great dudes.
Can you be more specific?
Yeah, they're pervy.
The only men who like to go overseas to find a partner is men who like to prey on vulnerable women. Because when you go find a wife in the Philippines or Thailand or Eastern Europe or wherever these places are that are overseas, I'm assuming you mean they're more biddable, that they're less outspoken, they don't demand anything of you, that they're just happy to be rescued from their poverty-stricken life of no opportunity.
What do you mean by that?
And I sincerely hope that those ding-dongs go wherever they go and meet up with green card girlies who take them to the fucking cleaners. Their whole voyage to find a woman overseas is to find someone to subjugate. Someone who doesn't talk back, cooks and cleans, as pretty much of service. It's never about finding a deep connection, a friendship, a bond. It's about a slave. Every one of these passport bros.
Oh my god, I've got to stop it there. I've only managed to just about get into 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Like, the sheer... I don't even know what the right word is to say. The sheer stupidity of these women that have found the time to make these videos which have clearly come off TikTok. And they're all saying the same thing over and over and over and over, and it's just getting boring at this point. And they wonder why they're all alone, and apparently they don't care. But yet they apparently do care because they're wasting their time bitching, moaning, and complaining about it. So they clearly do care. And they're just extremely salty. They need to actually get a life and look in the mirror and look at reasons why men don't want anything to do with them, bro. My God, I don't even know what to say with these women anymore. And I'm glad I grabbed my passport and I got the hell out of it.
None of us want here. Not a single one. I sincerely hope that the minute that those girls get here and they get their green card, they turn into Houdini and disappear. And that's what a lot of these dudes don't understand. These girls are in it for the bag. They don't like you. They don't want you.
I'm looking for a woman young enough to have children because I don't have children and I want to be a dad. So I'll give you everything if you give me everything. Couldn't even get to that point. But I could have that conversation with a woman in the Philippines like I had with Jayanne, and she would say, okay, tell me more.
And no, the hate videos did not stop. It got rather intensified to a point where it did not even look normal or reasonable anymore.
The only reason an Asian woman would marry you is because of the prospect of a better life.
You go find a wife in the Philippines or Thailand or wherever these places are that are overseas. They're just happy to be rescued from their poverty-stricken life of no opportunity.
You may or may not be able to speak English properly, and
so can you cook?
Yes, I can cook, I can clean.
Yeah, see, this is why I came to Thailand, to find a traditional woman. See, in the United States, all they do
oh my God. A lot of the passport bros will be like, women only want you for your money. And then they go get their 90-day fiance on, and she's literally just with you for your money.
Where you, if I'm working all day, sorry, I maybe don't want to come home and cook for 2 hours to feed you when you get home.
Even when I'm not working all day, I don't want to be home cooking for 2 hours.
It's men that talk like this, that act like this, who hate black women. To be fair, he's also just comparing American women.
Well, he didn't go to Africa. He went to Thailand.
But he said American.
He could have gone to Jamaica too.
It's not like he went to a European country.
Yeah, but you're not ending up in Thailand. You're choosing Thailand.
It's not even about the woman. It's just cheaper in Thailand. You can't get no in America because the eggs is $10.
Unfortunately, we have to attach that to race. But to be fair, though, he was ugly. Sir, you are not fine.
No, he's not.
Passport bros are black men from America that can't get no so they go to third world countries and get and talk about how these prostitutes treat them with so much love and care, and they're trying to get more black. I haven't seen a white yet. Are there white men in this? Because I feel like it's only men.
No, it's because I really think there's some big value in the passport. Like, it's like, you know, everybody can get one.
But they be on the internet like, in America, women would never give me the time of day. So I came out to Thailand, and now I'm in Thailand, and all the women are fawning over me, and they have so much respect for me. Not like these American women. Bros, get your passport and come out to these foreign countries.
At the end of the day, it's just about you.
You're the problem.
You're literally buying somewhere else and probably complaining about paying.
Oh, I'm sorry, I've got to pause it again 3 minutes after pausing it last time, but like, my God. You look at what's going on the right hand side, like how happy he clearly is, and there is clearly a huge and strong bond there, and these people are just misfits, man. Just the sight of them is just making me so angry, because like they're just so, to be honest, they're being borderline absolute racist pieces of shit, and trying to assume that all Asian women and Asian people in general are all third world countries, that they're all poor, they can't speak English, they can't have this, and they're just using people for money for a better life. Yeah, the money side of it is a very small element of it, but it's everything else on top of that that goes with the respect, the bonds that you build, the love that grows, and the obviously earning the trust of your partner's parents and their family, and fully assimilating yourself into the culture of the country that your partner is from. These people are absolute misfits. It just drives me so mad that these people are given a platform.
At this point, some foreign women, especially the Filipinas, could not take it anymore. They clapped back and defended their love in the passport bros. It was fascinating.
Woke up with all these videos of women attacking the passport bros. Oh wait, let me just take a sip of the coffee that my passport boyfriend made me. As I was saying, when you really don't care why they had to fly abroad to find a wife, a girlfriend, then why are you making all these hate videos? If you don't care at all, why are you reacting that way? You girls making these content, saying all these nasty words against the women who are brought by the Western guy to their countries is just an example why they don't want you.
Let me get this straight. You have been telling men for years that you don't want them, you don't need them, they don't meet your standards, that they don't treat you right. You can pay for your own hair, you can pay for your own nails, you can afford your own home, you can afford your own car, and are good for nothing. You're strong, you're independent. Then you get mad when these men go to another country to actually find a woman that has the qualities that they are looking for in a wife. Make it make sense. I also want to talk about why this mindset that so many Western women have is actually extremely problematic. Because not only are you putting down the men who are going overseas with pure intentions, you're also putting down the women from these other countries solely off of the fact that they were not brought up in a Western culture. Because you're calling them uneducated, you're calling them poor, you're calling them weak, you're calling them vulnerable. You're creating a superiority complex where you are at the top and women from all these other countries are at the bottom. Now let me tell you something. If you were really superior, the men would not be leaving. And you would not be single.
Damn!
Sensational.
I'm very good at cook, in cleaning. Also, I will serve you.
Oh my God, get out of here, sis. Over here in the West, we don't play that, okay? We're strong, independent queens who don't need no man. What you talking about serving?
I could offer my whole self. No secrets and all. Loyalty, faithfulness, everything that could make him happy.
You ever hear a Western woman talking about how she's gonna make her man happy? No. You know what we hear from the West? What a man can do to make me happy. What a man can bring to the table for me. What I can benefit. How I could spend his money.
Big wake-up call was going to Japan. The women there don't have a drop of testosterone in their body. The way that they smile, the way that they talk to you, how high-pitched their voice is. It's like, whoa. And it's just so nice. It's just so soothing and pleasant. Like you order something. Oh, okay.
You're so spot on, bro.
And you just want to protect them. Just naturally, you feel more like a man because you want to protect and you want to provide for her. You just want to create that nice environment for this beautiful, feminine woman. And then you realize there, like the amount of bullshit that you need to put up with these women in America, how combative they are, and everything in the culture is steering them away from being feminine. It's like no, it's just the Cardi B thing. You need to be the tip-top guy in order to make a woman submit. But women are happy to just do that in Japan. None of them have their cleavage out. They're not showing too much like skin. They're dressed extremely girly with their dresses and their fingernails. And like someone was walking around with cat ears because it's goofy. Why am I putting up with women who want to be men at the same time when you could just go to a different place and find an actually feminine woman?
Japanese women are very feminine. They're very demure. They're very modest. They're not combative. They're not trashy. They're not outspoken and loud and obnoxious. They are very honorable women in the sense that they don't just do something and think like, oh, what is this effect going to have on me? They think, oh, what is this going to make my dad look like? What is this going to make my mom look like? What is this going to make my grandma look like? So that's a really good girl to have around, a woman that considers what her actions are going to affect not only her, but everybody around her.
Oh, you have passport bros?
What is a passport?
Okay, passport bros are men that are so fed up with Western women because we're all apparently so woke and so terrible and Western women don't want to be wives that they are now going to other countries to find wives.
That's like which countries?
Southeast Asia, the Philippines, the Dominican Republic.
So it's like the opposite of the mail order bride.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Okay, so
yes.
Instead of ordering out, instead of using stamps.com.
Yeah, and bringing them here.
Right,
they're like,
they're
we want
choosing
to get out.
Travelocity. It feels more expensive, but...
It is. And so a lot of these men get remote jobs. And so they go there and they live in these countries and then they meet these women. And then women in the Western world, specifically the United States, are so pissed off about it. And they're like, you're going to all these countries where these women don't even know how to speak English. They can't even read. They're so uneducated. And then the men like film themselves with these women and like show themselves on dates. And the women are so elegant and they're so well spoken and they're so traditional. And they're like, look at these women. Yeah, passport bros. Because Western women are so bad.
Did not know about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I'm here.
Interesting. I mean, I did marry a woman from abroad. I mean, she's been in America since she was 12. Still, she's Israeli.
So here you go.
Yeah.
You're like a reverse passport, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she came here and she got citizenship, so.
You didn't import her.
I did not import my wife, no.
Make that very clear.
Well, in all this fiasco, the passport bros seem to be chilling. And I think you might be wondering, what sort of videos were they sharing that got so many American women triggered? Well, here you go.
All the American men out there, you need to go to Uganda and get you a pearl, get you a queen. That's what you need. These American women, they're not no good. Get you a woman from Uganda. I'm telling you, this is my 3rd time telling you what to do. American men, please, this is a dating tip. And I'm telling you for the 3rd and final time, go get, but you can't have her. She's mine. This one is all mine. Go get your own.
Yeah, but they look happy. Look at them.
There is something about you, girl. I like it and I want it. I've been around the whole world, girl. There's no one like you. But baby, no delay. What to say, nah, nah. So girl, no time to waste. What to say, nah, nah. I'ma be a boo if you be my babe. And we can go far, we can get away. So we can have a little fun like a holiday. My baby, cheers to our love, so we're celebrating. I've been searching.
Yo, moment with some eyes on that.
The 3 stages you're gonna go through being a passport bro. First stage is that initial leap of faith. You finally buy your ticket, nervously fire up the dating apps, getting more matches than you know what to do with. They become your guides, taking you on adventures, teaching you things you can't learn on Duolingo, like what poha means and why the hell they yell it at soccer games. You're gonna rack up so many new, interesting experiences during this time. The second stage, assembling your crew. You continue to work from your laptop, the month ends, and goddamn, you have spent 50% less than your boring life in your home country. Food, housing, dating are sometimes 1/3 the price here. You start to turn it up. This is when you make your international friend group and start doing group activities, mansion parties, weekend trips, helicopter tours. If you thought it was cheap before, wait until you pull your resources together. Finally is the stability phase. This is when you stay in your favorite countries a little bit longer and you hire services to do all the mundane activities you don't like doing. For me, it was laundry, house cleaning, cooking. Eat out or order in every single meal. With prices this cheap, why not? And you just freed up an extra 2 hours a day for personal growth. Trainers, diet plans, coaching are all accessible to you now. People talk shit on the passport bros like we're lazy, we need to level up before we leave, but being financially stable puts you in a situation that makes leveling up as easy as possible. Just don't get lost in the sauce. I've seen many fallen soldiers along the way. Listen to me, if you decide to post about your journey, please prepare for the hate. My page never stops getting attacked and never will. If you share your life, you will get it too, but learn to love it, and I'll see you guys out here.
Just women out there, man. This hit is so different. It's so classy, so respectful, so loving, so affectionate.
If you don't want them, why are you so mad that they are leaving? That's a question that American women have to answer. Because at the end of the day, whether they admit it or not, they know it's an important conversation, and that the passport bros leaving and marrying foreign women is shrinking the pool of men that they themselves, their daughters and their sisters, can potentially select from. So it matters.
What are your thoughts on passport bros?
I think men here have really high expectations of what women should be like, or actually they're very old-fashioned, if you ask me. They want women to do everything while they work, and I think going abroad, they go for women who are more vulnerable, less exposure, they don't know what's available to them, so they just settle for someone like that because they think they're going to do everything for them, whereas women here, we work, we raise children, we do everything, we're very domesticated.
If they are living the same life as the girl that they're going for, just as long as there's no double standards, it should be fine.
And my mother works and teaches me that, you know, to be financially independent is important. Here, we're always about equality. Like, women should be having the equal rights as men, and I think here they're against that, I guess, or intimidated. So they go for someone vulnerable with less opportunities, so they have a hold over them. Yes, they want us to be indoors at home behind barriers.
Me as a foreign man myself that have been to many different countries, I notice the difference how foreign women treat their men compared to how American women treat them. And I'm not going to bash American women, but we all can agree that American society promotes hookup culture, promotes infidelity, does not promote marriage, does not promote respect. And that's both sides of the coin. Men and women do not have traditional values. The type of man that I am, when my woman gets pregnant, I'm going to take care of everything. I want her to stay at home. I want her to relax. I want her to chill. And some women are cool with that. Some women are not. Typically, foreign women with traditional values are okay with that. You really don't have to shit on another person's preference. Trust me, if I want to start a family and I want to get married, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to Jessica. I'm going to go talk to Maria.
And if you're an American woman and you don't understand why the passport bros became a thing, now the next video will help you understand why the passport bros movement went viral and is only growing stronger.
I think that you should just be a slut. Women, sleep with who you want to sleep with. Do it however much you want to. I 3 dudes in one night. I went to a party. I had sex with 3 different guys in one night. They were. I cheated on my boyfriend with the guy I told him not to worry about.
If he goes on vacation with his boys,
Why do you think we're left, bro?
Cheating.
Stop it. Get some help.
I think women should stop sleeping with men, to be honest. When I'm in a relationship, I don't believe in spending my money on my man.
You're just a piece of shit,
For many women, I didn't need a man to buy my house, to buy my car, or keep my lights on. I don't need you guys for anything.
Hi.
Okay.
I don't want a son because.
So why are you wasting time making a video? Go and off then.
To sustain myself financially, I can make myself happy, I can make myself orgasm. Like, what in the world could a dude offer me?
You don't need a man to make you feel better, babe. Do you know what you need? An iced coffee. Dependent and your own money, and I don't need no man because man ain't.
I don't need no man.
And you wonder why we left this dating pool, bro?
You serious?
God, I feel like it was headbutt a brick wall.
Evil world we live in.
Girl that I want to make my wife, and I find her super attractive.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what I would do. I would make her my wife. I would ask her to marry me and then make her my wife. You say you are a feminist. You're 100%.
That is feminist.
You look. You heard me say that.
Oh,
You
I
heard.
make her my wife. Like.
Yeah, because that's what I would do.
It's like I'm an equal human, the woman.
Well,
It's not about
you
you
say
wanting to
that.
make her your wife.
Obviously, she would want to be my
She has
wife.
her own life. She wants to be your wife too.
Yeah. Of course, but she's not
She
going
wants to go to the club. She wants to do her makeup.
No, she's not going to want to go to clubs. She's not going to want to go to clubs. No.
She does.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Because here's the thing, that's a non-negotiable for me in marriage.
Okay, well
if I find a woman, if there's plenty of women out
Good
there
luck.
that don't want to go to clubs all the time.
Okay, well.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
American girls, I would like to say we fully support and respect your decision to take your shitty behavior abroad. This was not a difficult decision for us to come to, and we wish you the absolute best in your future endeavors. So, yeah. I only have Bumble and Hinge because your girl got banned on Tinder.
Girl, if any motherfucker ever needed to sit they stupid ass down, you that bitch. You that bitch.
I don't really know what to say to how this issue seems to be a much wider problem than I first realised. And just the attitude of these women that seem to think that just because, like, that guy said, I'll make her my wife. It's not like he's going to go take a gun, put it to her head and be like, be my wife. Obviously. And then he tried to explain, and he's like, well, females have to want to be your wife too. It's just, oh my God, their attitudes. And then it had like the clip, and I'd seen it somewhere else before in a different video, and it was a similar, it was the same clip but just a shortened down bit, and like there's girls openly admitting to sleeping with 3 different guys in the same night, and I'm pretty sure that those 3 guys all didn't know about it. And it's that woke feminism is going to give the smallest dating pool, because the passport bro movement is just going to go up like that and swallow it whole. Because guys will just get to that point and they'll be end of their tether, sick being lied to, sick being cheated on, sick being used and abused. And with how women do it, they do it in a very vindictive, disgusting sort of way, where men are a bit more blatant when they do something wrong, shall we say. And I wouldn't consider dating a Western woman again as far as I could throw a mate. I literally cannot kid you enough that you need to grab your passport, you need to say bye to all these weirdos that clearly have their own ulterior motives for relationships, and you'll find your happiness there, as you saw in the video with how happy these people were. And you could clearly see that there was an actual bond there. There was actual love there. And they were happy. It was true happiness. You could just tell, being in such a beautiful country, whether it's somewhere in South America or it's one of the East Asian countries, or even possibly maybe like Poland and Russia, places like that, you're going to find women with that sort of mentality, where they're very traditional in their values. And you can just push on from there. Just Western women, mate, they're not the way to go. There might be the small little slither of traditional Western women that aren't like that. They are very few and apparently far between, but they can be found. But personally for me, East Asian women, mate, are the way to go. I've never loved anyone like I love Lovely. And only what's today? July is the 30th today, isn't it? Yeah, 30th. So like what? 4 days off being together 2 years, 4 days off being engaged for a year, and I have not looked back. I have changed within myself so goddamn much, and seeing how people struggle in the Philippines. Not all of them struggle. There are some very fortunate families that are fairly, what we would class as like middle class and then wealthy, but the more majority, they have to work every hour that they can physically get for every peso that they can get their hands on to put food on the table, to make sure there's electricity in the house, there's food in the fridge, there's drinks in the house, there's water, there's things to wash their clothes, to have like a shower or a bath or whatever. And it opened my eyes and my view to realise how wasteful I was with money. And I'm so thankful for that opportunity to, I could say seeing the light is probably the wrong way to sort of say it, but I felt like I needed that experience, excuse me, to change my ways, to change how I look at spending money and doing things. And now I look at like, oh, so how much are PS5s? As this for a theoretical question. Oh, it's second hand and it's still being charged for its actual retail price, 450 quid in most places. Can I justify 1/3 of my wage on one item that I may get bored of in the future, potentially? Would I actually play it, or would I just use YouTube off it like I was doing when I had it when I had one before, and play games every here and there? And I look at it and be like, no, I can't justify that. So why would I waste 450 quid when that 450 quid can pay for majority of a flight to the Philippines? And then there's an actual reason for spending that money. And that's how I look at nearly everything. And I look at, do I really need to buy that extra bottle of Coke, or do I really need that McDonald's this month, or do I really need to do this or do that? And try cut back every which way I can, because the more money I save, the better off I'm going to be. But I think I'll leave my rant there for you guys. Sorry, I went off on a little bit of a tangent there, but if you like what you see and would like to see more, please don't hesitate to check out all our other videos, and be sure to drop us a like on the video, smash the subscribe button, helps us beat the algorithm and can slowly start pushing us towards the 400 sub mark, which is hopefully we're going to do at some point this year, which would be really, really awesome. We really do appreciate all your support, guys. Please drop us a comment down below if there's another YouTuber that you would like us to check out and do a reaction to. And we'll catch you in the next one, guys.